Welcome to the Tom Barnard Family Podcast with
Co-host Catherine Brandt.
Andy Barnard.
And Kristen Burt.
And Alex, if she ever shows up.
We'll see.
yeah, we'll see is right. That with her, that's the route you got to take. In any case, Kristen Burt, Entertainment News brought to you by North American Banking Company. Go to nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. What's the latest?
Oh, AI. I'm curious if you guys have come across that Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise AI video that is going, it's on Twitter. It's kind of everywhere. So this was created by ByteDance. If you know the name ByteDance, they own TikTok, of course. But I think what's interesting, there's their AI company is called Cdance, and this is the 2.0 version. And it shows the two of them fighting. And it's labeled AI, but if you didn't know this was AI, you'd be like, oh, what's the new movie coming out with Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise? And a couple of filmmakers have gone and, talked about this, and they're like, we're toast. If this is where AI is at right now, we are in so much trouble in entertainment as a community. And of course, obviously, you have to look at your likeness being used over and over again, your voice being used over and over again. And, Motion Picture Association is weighing in on it. They're obviously upset. The unions are weighing in. They're obviously upset. But again, there's no regulation on AI. And if there isn't,
right. Yep.
We're all screwed.
They really need to start doing something about that. And what actors, in my opinion, need to do is just make it so expensive for AI to use their image, because if they can use it over and over again, that they should just make it a punishing cost so that they actually can have work. I don't see how else you get around this.
Well, the amazing thing to me about AI is the voice mispronounces names and places, and it's just, they don't even come close in some cases.
Well,
the voice is still very not good. And you're not going to get any the dialogue. You're not going to be replacing dialogue with AI for quite some time because it's still not good. It's very flat.
Yeah.
Well, there was some report about how, I don't remember which AI platform it was, but it was asked, what would you do to stay, I don't know what they call it, awake, alive, whatever, with AI? And it's like, I would kill. I would kill somebody. I mean, that's a computer talking.
It's awful. And, there's no federal regulations. Everything is left to the states right now. So it's up to the states to, jump on this. California is already ahead of the game with some of this, but it doesn't matter when it's global. The clip is global. So what happens? You file a lawsuit in California, but it's allowed to be, like, say, Alabama doesn't have an AI regulation. I don't think it does. So it's fine in Alabama, but not fine in California.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but I mean, Trump could say tomorrow, he could say all AI is banned forever, but it would just keep coming out of India and China and basically every other country on earth. They're just going to keep pumping it out. They don't give a crap. And it'll all come here because the internet is everywhere. You can't stop it from coming to America.
But so if you copyright your likeness, which I'm sure most celebrities already have that somehow,
They do.
how do they get around that?
They just do it. Our laws don't apply to them.
Right.
Yeah.
Because these can be copyrighted works. Like, let's say that they take an image of Tom Cruise from Mission Impossible and Brad Pitt from F1 and then put them together. Sure, it's infringement of copyrighted works, but again, it's copyrighted works in the U.S.
Right, exactly. And if you go to South America, it's very common, and I think India, it's very common for stores to brand themselves with copyrighted works. Like in South America, you can go to an ice cream store and it'll have Dragon Ball Z characters all over it. They didn't get permission for the Dragon Ball Z characters. They just did it because they're like, what are they going to do? It's not copyrighted here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I guess
That's
they're
the
going to
real
have
problem.
to do more global legal beagling, I guess.
Yeah, and they can't even agree on anything right now. So
Yeah.
I don't know if AI is at the top of their list,
Oh, I honest to God, I just finally said yesterday. Well, I think you were still on at the time with Michael Bryant, but it's like I don't want to hear about any Democrats, Republicans, this guy, that guy. I've had enough. Leave me completely out of it. Is there any way to win? You think? I mean, in your own head, go, well, that worked out.
I
Yeah.
think
I mean, I
that's-
don't think AI is as a, I mean, it's a fight. It's a global fight for everyone because it ruins
Yeah.
everyone's
Yep.
job. It ruins everyone's livelihood. I think that it
Yes.
doesn't matter your political party.
Speaking as a semi-professional software engineer, in the past year or two, maybe not even the past year, the job of a programmer has very rapidly gone from, before you were the guy who sat down and you typed out lines of code, you're typing the code, you're typing the code. Now your job is to ask AI for the code, plug it in, and fix it because it's, there's always going to be mistakes or the AI is not going to understand, your grand vision or whatever. So there is a human there looking at the code and fixing it, making sure it all works and all that stuff. But whereas before it would take 10 people 8 hours a day of work to make an application they might be working for 3 months on this. Now one person can do this over the course of 1 month. So it's still 9 jobs lost. It's a lot more efficient. So like the total efficiency of programmers has gone sky high, but we don't need nearly as many because the tools are just there. It's like power tools. I mean, if you think about how the pyramids were built, everything was by hand. Nowadays we got power tools. We probably wouldn't need a legion of slaves to make a pyramid if we really wanted to.
Right.
I would argue that's a better thing. It's good that we don't need that, but it also means a lot of laborers and stuff, there's no job there anymore. They got to find something.
Yeah.
So I have a question. So are we going to end up, it's the billionaires against the rest of the world? I mean, is this how it's going to end up? Because they're the only ones that have any power anymore, and the people are going to have to come together to, fight the good fight, I guess. So, I mean, is that what it is?
Well, there's all these, there was a bunch of reports that just came out in the last few months about how Amazon workers have to be on food stamps and are, not making
Yeah.
enough money. It's like this guy's got billions upon billions of dollars and your workers aren't paid decently.
Yep.
Yesterday I volunteered for LA 28, which is obviously the Olympics 2028, but they're doing a lot of community outreach programs. And I work with Christie's Foundation, which is a food pantry they do once a week. And just being there yesterday, it was such an eye opener because you're in this, it's a micro view of what's happening in your neighborhood. And to see that people who are food insecure, it's a lot of seniors. It's a lot of people who are obviously out of work and have been unemployed for a while. It's some college students because there's a big college in the area, and you just sit there and you think they're like, oh, they said we served 300 people yesterday in the food pantry, and they're like, that was a light day
Oh, wow.
for 2 hours. And they said normally they have over 400, and you just sit there and realize you can only make a difference really on a small level, but you're sitting there
Yeah.
thinking all of these people are struggling to pay for groceries. This is just one aspect of it. A lot of people were coming on their lunch hour from work, and not because they're unemployed, they're underemployed in terms
Yeah.
of they're not being paid enough to keep their family fed, and they have to supplement.
Yeah, I feel like once gig work became the norm for so many people, because they have to pay their own health insurance costs and it's very expensive just to be alive.
It is, and we had this particular food pantry is run out of a space at a mall in the San Fernando Valley, and a couple of their maintenance workers came through on their lunch break, and I'm sitting there thinking, shame on those bosses for their employees for not paying them enough. That's what
Right.
it is. Not shame on the people for coming through for a food pantry.
Right.
You need food. You need to feed your family. But I was like, that just really pisses me off.
Yeah. Walmart, the same thing. Apparently, a lot of people that work for Walmart don't make enough. It's like that family is worth so
Yeah.
much money. I don't know, how do you roll around in your billions of dollars while your workers
I
can't
know.
afford to feed themselves? I don't.
Well, I
Don't
guess the
know.
question is how many Walmart workers are there? If you took all of they're called the Waltons, right?
Yeah,
Walton
Walton
family.
family, right?
Yeah, if you took all of the Waltons family wealth and redistributed it to each worker, I mean, they probably end up making $15 each. So there is that.
Yeah.
I wonder, actually. Let's find out.
Let's find out. Here we go. He's working the numbers, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, Walmart has 2.1 million employees worldwide.
Oh, my God.
I
Let's
know,
see.
and it's like you don't want them to give up those jobs. At least they're jobs, but they should be paying some,
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you divided by 2.1. If you redistributed the Walton family's entire net worth to every Walmart employee, each one of them would get $226,000. That's pretty good, actually.
Two hundred
Can't be too upset with
26,000. That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
But still, that does mean the death of Walmart at that point. So I don't know. Because
Well, that's
their,
the thing.
their
Well, that's
value
the,
is all in Walmart. So
yeah. Well, that's the thing, though. It's like, okay, so you get the government involved, and they start raising wages, and they start doing all this stuff, and Walmart just starts laying off people. So
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, it's a vicious cycle. It's
yeah,
But they're, the Walton family has to speak to the stockholders. And that's where,
Yep.
it's profits over people.
yeah,
Yeah, that's the reason they are worth so much money is because the company is worth so much money. If they tomorrow were like, we're going to pay everyone six figures and we don't care about profits anymore, the value of the company will tank to zero and suddenly no one has any
Yeah.
money. So
I know, but
it's a
there's,
delicate balance, obviously.
I know, but
But I mean, Walmart's bigger than Target, and Target pays their employees better than Walmart.
Do they?
Yeah.
I wonder.
I mean, we have that in In-N-Out Burger, is still
Yeah,
family owned. It's privately owned. And they have continued to pay the highest wages, continue to expand, continue to be profitable. And they
it
have
can
a
happen.
lot of employees. They retain their employees. I think that's one of the biggest things. I think the average lifespan of their employees is 10 years or something crazy because they oftentimes will grow into management. They actually train them to be leaders. They wound up, managing their own store. And I think there's something to be said for that.
I think
Well,
so,
it's like
too.
you said, they're private. They're not beholden to shareholders.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
100%.
Or a greedy board.
Yeah. Well, the board is also beholden to the shareholders, and the shareholders, I mean, if you own a stock in a company, all you want is for that stock to increase.
Right.
I mean, I guess it depends on who you are. Maybe that's not all you want, but that's probably what the average stockholder wants. You put money into the Dow, you want the Dow to go up, and you don't care why it goes up. You just want it to go up.
Right. And anyone who's invested in the stock market, we're feeding into the system. I mean, I'm invested in the
Yep.
stock market, but I'm also invested in people earning a living wage.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I have we ever been in an era where people were generous and were allowed by the people in charge to help other people out and do nice things for people and all that? Is that even possible anymore? Or is it just too expensive? And are there so many people who don't have to work anymore? By that I mean these AI jobs and all that stuff. Though I mean it's a human voice, but it's not really a human. I mean that stuff's all pretty weird, don't you think?
There was
Well, I
just
mean, I guess to that point, okay, so you have a legion of a million programmers one year, and then the next year, all that work is being done automatically.
Right.
The total amount of production of humanity has gone up. So why is it that we can't take that production and, give them a living wage or reduce
Right.
prices? Or reduce prices, that would be the most obvious thing. If everything's being produced automatically, shouldn't they be produced basically for free at that point, or just the cost of materials plus the cost of electricity to keep the robots going? But that's
Yeah.
not
Right.
how things are moving. Things
Yeah,
are going
it's
the
just-
opposite direction.
Just like all of your appliances are all Energy Star, don't use any electricity, but somehow your electricity bill is hundreds of dollars
God,
more
yeah.
every year.
That's weird. That is true.
How does that work?
Our electricity bill's insane. And yeah, it's sometimes I think about count every light bulb in your house. There's probably 50 of them.
Yeah.
Right.
And when I was a kid, each of those light bulbs was taking 60 watts. And now they're taking 5 watts.
Yes.
I mean, the total amount of energy spent should be very, very low compared to how it was in the 90s. And yet electricity bills are somehow 10 times higher than they were.
Shutting down the power plants hasn't helped
That doesn't help. Yep.
That's very, very true. So what else has happened in Kristen Burt?
Well, we have the return of the Rockford Files, it looks like.
my
Really?
Starring
God.
David Boreanaz.
Okay, yep.
And who got the blessing of Gigi Garner, that's James Garner's daughter. And, I was looking up because I was like, David Boreanaz has been on our TV screens consistently. Well, this is the 1 year he hasn't been on our TV screens, but he's been on TV since 1990. Let me see. me get the year, 1997 it was. So he started out on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, moved over to Angel, and he was on both shows concurrently because he had the spinoff. And then he immediately went into Bones through 2017, and then went to SEAL Team. Now, SEAL Team ended in 2024, so he's taken a year off. We don't know where the Rockford Files is going yet. We haven't heard that, but because it hasn't been officially announced, but it has the blessings. He's doing the reboot, and everyone's really happy about it.
It was a very good show.
I don't
It
even
was.
remember it. Was he a
I've
cop?
never
What was
seen
he?
Yeah, he was a
Oh,
private investigator, Jim
Private
Rockford.
investigator.
Right.
Yeah, and that it ran for 6 seasons on NBC. And I was thinking about this. I was like, I feel like it ran forever, but he wound up. This is why it probably felt like it ran forever. Between 1994 and 1999, he starred in 8 movies based on the show. So the series
wow.
was in the 70s,
Yep.
and the movies were in the 90s. He won 5 Emmys for his work. He was nominated for 5 Emmys and won in 1977.
What were the movies? just
They
called,
were
like,
all Rockford Files, yeah,
Oh,
but all based off of Jim Rockford.
Yeah, I never watched the show.
And he
Good
died
show.
in 2014.
He did? Mm-hmm. Oh, my. Is everybody dead now? My God. All of a sudden I look up
No.
and there's
There's a
nobody
lot more
left in
dead people
Hollywood.
than alive
I don't know.
people.
I feel like the young people, like all of the 30s and 40s people are dying. It's like, what is up with
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, that's
Well, James
creepy.
Garner was born in 1928, so I mean,
Oh,
it was his time.
He was 86.
Yeah.
But I mean, he was working, later in his career too, because of course he had The Notebook, which I think like really
Yep.
put him into that sort of millennial zeitgeist of like, that is the most romantic rom-com of all time. Not a rom-com, but romantic movie of all time.
Like it's, honest to God, it's just the whole plan. You'd hear all those names like James Garner. James Garner would be 99 years old now. Is that right?
James, he would have been, 98 this year.
98. Okay. I was
April
off by
7th
one
would have been his 98th birthday.
You look back and you go, really? It was that long ago that I was a teenager? Really?
I know.
time flies.
But you
What?
have
Than
like
you'd
Dick
think.
Van Dyke at 100. I mean, he's
I know.
still here working out every day. He's always like showing off his workout routine on Instagram.
Such a good guy, too. I mean,
The nicest.
Never heard one person ever say a bad word about Dick Van Dyke. He's a great guy. No question. Right?
On that note, you know what's going to be a massive tell of age in the future?
What?
People using the term Queen of England.
Oh,
Because there isn't going to be a Queen of England probably for the rest of our lives because the
No.
next one in line is another man. So right now it's a king. It's going to be a king.
And it'll be a king after him.
But for us, it was a queen our entire lives. I mean, like, when did she ascend?
There is a Queen of England right now. Queen
There
Camilla
is,
was
yeah.
named queen.
But, like, when you think of,
well.
like, the monarch.
Direct lineage, no, but by marriage, yes.
yeah.
Right.
She's called Queen Camilla. Originally, she was supposed to only be Queen Consort, but Charles went around
Yeah.
that.
Charles went around it. I love
Yeah,
it.
that's
Yeah.
what I understand. Technically, you're the queen consort if you're married to the king. You're not the queen.
Yeah.
But I
Right.
guess now it's like, who
Very
cares?
on brand
Who
for
cares?
Camilla.
Yeah.
I suppose that is right. Who actually cares about that kind of stuff? I guess. Whatever. I don't understand the whole deal. Is the world just coming apart at the seams? Is that the problem?
I don't know. It's been a weird, 3 or 4 weeks. It's just been
It
strange.
is. No, we've talked about that before. It's just really, really odd. And you never know what's coming out of what. I still do think, though, that all the delivery services, and I'm not just going to single out YouTube, they'd be one of them, but those stories, here's all the ones for people that have a job where they break for lunch at 11:30, and here's all the ones that you'll like over here. I mean, they deliver what you want to see, basically.
Yep. You click on it, you get more of the same.
Yeah, you
Amazing.
train your algorithm.
Yep.
Charlie, Liz became queen about 1952. So, all of our lives.
Yep.
Yeah, and she
I
was
mean,
just like
Dad, she
20 or
wasn't-
something.
Yeah, it's like you were 6 months old when she ascended to the throne, but you don't remember a time before Queen Elizabeth. So,
No, I certainly do not.
So, yeah, very few people alive right now remember a time before Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah, oh yeah,
If
absolutely.
you think
you're
about
right.
it.
No, you're absolutely right about that. It's
But I think with her death was the death of the relevancy of the monarchy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't like.
Probably.
I don't even know who the king is, to be honest.
Charles.
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 He's a disaster.
He's such a disaster.
He's such
been
a
messy
disaster.
from
Wait a
the
minute.
beginning.
Gross.
Wait a minute, I want to hear about this. I don't
Oh,
know.
he was friends with some bishop who was a pedophile, and he tried to
What?
protect him. Yeah,
No.
he's a mess.
And he's like his aides, and I feel like this was maybe 3 years ago or somewhere around there, but you can look at it. His aides were seen like carrying cash after meeting with some of the Saudis. Yeah. There's a lot of like wheeling and dealing going on, for favors with the royals. And again, we saw that with Andrew and Jeffrey Epstein, like the wheeling and dealing of gaining
Right.
access to royal circles and things like that. And of course, the messiness of Charles and Camilla while he was married to Diana. I mean, that was across every tabloid for years.
Yep.
Did you spend any time at all in England, Scotland, Ireland, that area? Mm-mm. God, you should. It is seeing all that stuff right up in front of you is very, very cool. Like, standing up looking at Big Ben it's really, you got to do that trip. And then just for the history of the world, it's really interesting how the whole thing was set up and how it is today and all the rest of it. Did you
Sharp
find?
contrast.
Well, it is a sharp contrast. It is, right? But yeah, if you've never been to, like I said, I would say Ireland, Scotland, and England, all three. If you can do that, that'd be great because they're completely different cultures, and that's very cool in a way.
I've only been stuck at Heathrow. That's been my.
Oh, that's
I
not a
got
good place
stuck
to be.
overnight at Heathrow.
That's
Oh my god!
not a nice airport.
No, that is.
I at least
Why-
got a hotel, but man, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Kath and I were just talking about the fact, why is that airport so small comparatively?
Well, it's built it's right outside of the city. There's not
Yeah.
that much space there.
I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
but my God, why is there a small little airport that
Well,
makes?
there's Heathrow and Gatwick.
Yeah,
Gatwick
Gatwick's
takes a lot of the pressure
Yeah.
off of Heathrow.
I suppose that's true. I guess that's right. So what else should we be watching there, Kristen?
Well, this weekend you've got, of course, there's a lot going on. You've got Wuthering Heights in the theater, which I'm sure Tim Lammers is going to talk about. Song Sung Blue, for those of you who haven't seen it, you guys saw it, I know that, but it is out on Peacock today, so you can watch that with Kate Hudson and Hugh Jackman. And of course, I think we talked about it, Love Story is out this weekend, and about JFK Jr., of course, and Carolyn Bessette. And it's available already on Hulu with all 3 episodes.
And don't forget endless hours of curling on the Olympics.
Of the Olympics!
Olympic curling.
So
Yeah.
much curling.
Figure skating. You have the men's and the women's singles event. That'll be coming up. Yeah, there's a lot to watch this weekend, honestly. It's a long weekend, too, isn't it? It's President's
Yes.
Weekend? Yeah.
Oh, a lot of people aren't working on Monday,
Correct.
A lot of people aren't working today.
so they take a 4-day weekend now.
It's a ski weekend.
Yep.
Well,
There you go. Okay.
Not for me, but,
No, I understand.
Valentine's Day and President's Day. A lot of people take
Yeah.
little trips. Yep.
yeah.
Well, yeah, I suppose that's true. It's kind of like, oh, well, the worst part of winter's over, so even though it's not great, it's better than it was.
yeah, it's going to be 50 degrees tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what Andy said.
I took the bins down to the curb with no jacket and no shoes.
Did you wear shorts?
I didn't wear shorts. I wasn't quite that bold, but yeah, I was walking out there like it was, spring. I was like, wow. And it was like 30 degrees, but
It's 57 in LA, and I've got my granny blanket. I'm like,
Oh, we got 78 again.
yeah, once you come out of a minus 20 month, everything feels
Yeah.
warm.
there you go.
It's
Yeah,
true.
That first spring day is the most beautiful after a long winter.
It is. It's so nice to open the windows and get some air.
Oh, I should mention, because I know you only got a couple more minutes, Kristen, but I just wanted to mention this in front of everybody. I keep meeting more and more people. Kath and I were taking a walk the other day, and we ran across a guy who's wearing a Viking hat, so I started talking to him, and he's now listening to podcasts. Several people who work in this building now listen to this podcast. So for our Florida numbers are kicking up, Andy.
Yeah, everyone in Minnesota is fleeing to Florida, it seems. So
I-
it makes
A lot
sense.
of them.
I had to send out an email today asking who do we talk to about the lizards that are not coming back to life.
Yeah.
Well,
to
are
be
they
picked
staying
up.
frozen?
I don't know. I think if they're frozen long enough that they don't revive.
At
I
this
don't know
point,
how
the
long.
78 and sunny, they should be awake by now.
Yeah, I guess
yep.
they can get. I guess they can get pretty slow when, under 50 degrees, which the overnight, it can dip down in there. But Jude knows where every single one is, and
Oh,
he
yeah.
wants to get it, and it's so
yeah.
gross. And I'm like, it's time for these to go. It's been weeks now. Let's go.
Yeah, that is gross.
They're
Or you
gross.
think something would be eating them? All those grackles out there? Go eat the lizards.
Right. Right.
I don't know. Maybe they don't taste good or something. I don't know.
I don't know. I saw Melissa showed me a video of some guy. Apparently, in certain places in Florida, once it gets cold like that and the iguanas start to slow down, you just
Yeah.
grab them, fry them up.
Oh, I don't think so. I
not?
just don't.
Not happening.
Lizards? Ugh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I had alligator. Alligator was pretty good.
Yeah, people
Rattlesnake
do.
was-
eat that.
Did it taste
Decent.
like chicken? Everything goes, tastes like chicken.
Yep, everything
Oh,
tastes
that's
like
right. We
chicken.
went to that weird restaurant up in Canada that they served
Yeah.
all kinds of different creatures.
Yeah, I had alligator and rattlesnake. Yeah, the alligator, I mean, it was basic. It was very chicken-like. The rattlesnake was a lot more, like, tough. And I've also had frog legs. I did not like frog legs.
I ate yak.
Yak?
Yeah.
Yak would probably be
Yak
good.
when I was in China. It was actually delicious.
Yeah.
Was yak
Really?
looks like a kind of a cow or something?
Yeah.
doesn't
Like
it?
a llama
Basically.
sort of thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
I don't even
and
know.
we had a
Camel?
yak burger, which was good, but we had like yak dumplings, and they were delightful.
Mm-hmm.
Yak.
I know it's weird to say when you're like, I ate yak.
Oh, actually, for our local listeners here in Florida, if you don't know about that, what's the name of the place last night we ate?
Some
Starts with a K.
kumas. I don't remember.
Kumaskamas. Yes, that's what.
Kumas-
But in any case, they said, "Oh, there's somebody calling me right now." As a matter of fact, there you go. I'll get a hold of them. In any case, what the hell I was talking? I got
You were talking about the
distracted.
restaurant that we went to last night that we
Yeah, I
cannot
wanted to-
remember
oh,
the name.
I
It's an
wanted to-
Asian fusion restaurant.
Asian Fusion. It's right on the railroad tracks, which you think was a bad thing, but it's not a bad thing.
No, the tri-rail went by us a couple of times, and we thought that we were going to have to batten down the hatches, but it was very quiet.
Indeed, it was really, really nice. So we try to recommend that to people, whether you're here or you're going to come here, or someday you might come here.
Yeah, and it wasn't crazy expensive. or
No,
anything.
not at all. That's
good.
another reason I'm pointing it out. I think it was like $60 for two people, and you had a drink, didn't you?
I had one glass of wine. Yep.
One glass of wine. Yeah.
That's not bad,
It's
right?
not
For
bad,
two-
actually.
Yeah, we had like 2 or 3 appetizers. We thought we'd just bring that home, and we ended up eating all of it. Oh, it was so
Yeah.
good.
It's
It
good.
was
Yeah.
really good.
Oh, someone in the chat, has anyone ever had ostrich? We actually have a family story about ostrich burgers, don't we? Wasn't it ostrich burgers that
Do we?
Do we? She goes, do
Like-
we?
30-ish years ago, didn't Dad bring home a bunch of ostrich?
Oh
Like
yeah,
meat?
there was some ostrich farm that dropped
Yeah.
a bunch of stuff off.
Oh,
off at
that's
the-
right,
at
yeah.
the
Yeah,
station
there
or
was like
something.
Yep.
that was like going to be the new thing was ostrich because it's bigger than chicken and I don't know. I don't
Is it
remember.
leaner? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't remember the ostrich. Was it good?
I don't recall. I don't remember running out to buy it again or find it. So
Well, I don't even know if you could, to be honest.
don't they still have ostrich farms? I think a lot
They
of
do,
people.
but I think ostriches live in like very dry, warm areas. I don't think you can really farm ostrich in Minnesota, can you?
I know they had them in Arizona.
Well, there you go, dry, warm area.
Yeah, they must not like humidity. Katsumori, that's the name. of the-
Katsumori,
of
there
the
it is.
restaurant.
If you get a
Katsumori.
chance, it's
Yeah.
really, really good. Very, very nice people, and it's not overly expensive. It's a good value, I
Oh,
think.
a person that moved here from Thailand opened it, and then she moved back to Thailand, and somebody else bought it from her. So it's all original recipes from her. So
Sounds tasty.
yeah, it was tasty.
There you have it. All right, young lady, what are you going to do this weekend?
Relax. I've got to do an event today, so I'm going to go and relax the rest of the weekend. It's been a busy week.
Yeah, well, you should relax. Absolutely.
Watch some Olympics, hang out with
Yep.
Cats and Bill, all good stuff.
Cats and Bill. Bill
Cats
gets
and
third
Bill.
position. That's right. The cats are here, and here's Bill down here somewhere.
I'm like,
Really
it's like
nice.
the cat pack. I'm like the mom cat, and the cats just like hang on me. I'm like a chaise lounge for cats these days.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
There
nice.
you have
That's all it is. Oh, we're on Monday.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yep.
I'll see you all on Monday then.
Sound great. Thank you.
Bye.
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 Ladies and gentlemen, Kristen Burt Entertainment News brought to you by North American Banking Company. Go to nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. We'll take a break. Be right back. God, we got to put up with Lamb Mental now. Is that what you're saying?
I believe so. He hasn't showed up yet, but he does have 5 minutes, so
Yeah, he does. That's true. All right,
better
we'll be
be
right.
on time.
We'll be right back.
From Bradshaw and Bryant, Michael Bryant. What's up, Allie?
Oh, not much. Doing my usual thing of telling people they shouldn't be texting and driving. In Minnesota, you can't have your phone in your hands. You can use, hands free, but you can't have your phone in your hands for whatever reason. And that's why they made the law the way they did, so that police officers could see a phone in your hand and you got no excuse for why you got it there.
Do people know that that's the law?
I hope so. I mean, they used to follow it, and then kind of COVID kind of made people forget. And now it's like a freewheeling world out there with cell phones.
Let's say you get pulled over because you do have a phone in your hand and you're not watching where you're going. You got to be in pretty big trouble then, I would guess.
Well, the first one's not as bad. It's the multiple ones, the problem. And once people start stacking them up, then they have a big problem. And then what we're doing in car accidents is we've started bringing motions for punitive damages, because I'm trying to use the civil law any way we can to stop this, because it needs to stop.
Whenever I'd had any problems in my life, who was that I called again? It was like an MB, something like that.
Bradshaw and Bryant.
Let's take a second and talk about my bank. That'd be North American Banking Company. As a business owner, you're always looking for opportunities to grow, and that's where North American Banking Company can help. Their business banking team offers tailored solutions, whether you're expanding your team, opening a new location, or upgrading equipment. Because they're locally owned, loan decisions are made right here in the Twin Cities, which means faster approvals and more flexibility to meet your needs. If you're ready to take your business to the next level, why not bank with my friends at North American Banking Company? Visit nabanco.com to learn more.
Oh, Tom saw Tim and decided he had to leave.
Get the hell out of Dodge.
Like, I don't want to be part of this. Apparently, some super top secret phone call that must
Oh.
be addressed this moment in time.
Well, I need to know off the bat. It's funny, speaking of just seeing that Bradshaw and Bryant thing, Mike Bryant was texting me about this, asked me if I'd seen it yet or any word on Wuthering Heights.
You mean
Oh.
Bradshaw and Bryant, personal injury lawyers? Visit minnesotapersonalinjury.com to learn more.
That
Yes,
is right. That would
exact
be
same
Michael
one.
Bryant. I actually got a couple of movies for Mike today. One of them, I actually did text him back about Wuthering Heights. And it's, from a filmmaking standpoint, it's a beautiful movie. And then I went and read about the novel, because admittedly, I've never read the novel, even though it's been around since 1847.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, what's it
really
about?
old. Yeah.
And then, quickly, there's been at least 3 dozen interpretations for films and television series.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. You could ask Catherine or Alex. Have you read Wuthering Heights?
No.
I have not. I don't. It's been a movie before, hasn't it?
Oh, several times.
Yeah.
Several times.
I
Yeah.
might have watched something at one. I don't remember. If what I'm thinking of was black and white and they were running around in wind and
Yeah. They got a lot of that going on here, too.
it was very dramatic.
And that's the thing. It's a beautifully shot movie. I mean, I was
Okay.
looking at it and I was thinking, why in the world did they not push this movie for Oscar? They could have just released it 6 weeks early to qualify for Oscars. Then I was
Oh.
thinking, well, Warner Brothers also put out Sinners. Warner Brothers also put out One Battle After Another. So they probably just didn't want to log jam their chances with those movies with this movie, because I think
Oh.
in some categories it certainly could have been a competitor. But Wuthering Heights is actually this estate, as you can imagine. You're thinking, oh, it sounds like a beautiful place. Actually, it's a dump.
Oh.
and it's a place where Catherine Earnshaw, also known as Kathy throughout the film, she grew up there with her father, and they're very poor. Still, they take in this young urchin, street urchin named, which Kathy names Heathcliff. And they
Heathcliff,
grow up.
that's right.
Yes. And then they grow up, and Kathy wants to get out of the situation. Not too far away is a man, a very rich fella that, she's like, well, my life could change if I marry this man. Or she could stay with Heathcliff and they could just be a couple beggars. Well, she takes the rich route and she regrets it. Heathcliff gets the hell out of Dodge for 5 years, comes back. He's mysteriously wealthy. And then she begins to realize that I made this huge, huge mistake. But instead of a torrid affair. I mean, I'm not giving anything away. I mean, a torrid affair happens, but when she doesn't quite break it off with the husband, he decides to get even with her in very twisted ways.
Oh.
So this movie, shockingly to me, I'm thinking, okay, I've heard of Wuthering Heights all these years. It's just going to be this grand, sweeping romance. And it really takes these very, very strange turns. Like I say, very twisted turns. And I was shocked. I was really shocked. And then naturally afterwards, I looked up the Cliff's Notes version of the plot to get an idea of what this book was about. And there are even more twisted things that go on in the book that they don't even include in this movie. So yeah, I don't know. They released a Valentine's Day weekend, and I don't know. Is it romantic?
Not your traditional romance story.
Yeah, it's not a traditional romantic story. That's for sure. So
we're talking about,
but it's going to be the #1 film, so it's like I had to see it and find out what all the hubbub is about.
It was a long novel, I seem to recall. So is it a long movie?
Yeah, it's just right up Tom's alley. 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Oh, not bad.
Not horrible by modern standards.
Yeah,
No.
These days a 2-hour movie is 2 hours.
I didn't, and this is the sort of movie, and as you might be able to tell, I'm struggling with this cold and didn't sleep well the last couple of nights. And surprisingly, I'm thinking I'm going to snooze through this movie. And not once did I feel tired or bored or anything like that. Although it just felt long. I guess just because the inevitable was coming. I mean, even not having read the source material, you can pretty much figure out how things are going to end. But no, for 2 hours and 15 minutes. Well,
who was in it? Who was starring in it?
Margot Robbie.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Kristen mentioned that yesterday.
Jacob Elordi, who plays Frankenstein's creature. And to be quite honest with you, he is more of a monster in this movie than he is in Frankenstein.
Oh,
God.
Yeah, that's what I didn't expect. It's like, this is a twist. This Heathcliff guy. I like that name. What do you think? Heathcliff Lemmer. I'm going to change my name to Heathcliff.
Makes me think of the cat.
Yeah, there's a cat named Heathcliff, a cartoon cat.
Yeah.
Instantly makes me think of Heathcliff the cat.
Yeah.
So yeah, so when you think about that, you go down that route and you say, wow, God, he's more of he's an innocent creature. He really is in Frankenstein. Frankenstein's, then you want to call him a monster. He is literally referred to as a monster in this movie at times because he's just a monstrous of an individual. And Margot Robbie, I mean, there's fault to go around everywhere, and there are very few people in here that you can actually like. That's the other thing. It's like, this is supposed to be this grand romantic tale. And it's like, I don't know if I like these people. And that makes it hard to get into from that. Oh. It's like, you got to have somebody to root for, and there aren't really too many people to root for in this picture.
I know there's so many movies like that where just like everyone is awful. And it's like, why am I watching this? Why? I don't want to look at the lives of these horrible people.
I feel like we have lost the, hero and heroine sort of plots. We've all gone to everybody's kind of awful. I don't know why. And I feel the same way, because unless you get invested, with a character that you like or are rooting for, you're just like, it feels like a waste of time sometimes.
Yeah, you might as well forget it. And you do actually root for Kathy and Heathcliff when they were younger. And the interesting thing is, and hopefully people are going to recognize this kid, I don't know if he got the part before he did the TV show Adolescence. Owen Cooper is his name. I mean, because Adolescence, before then, he hadn't done anything. You've seen Adolescence, right?
I don't
The
think
one
I
where the
have.
kid may or may
Yeah, you
have
watched
not
it.
committed a murder, and there's 4
It was the one
episodes.
where it's all one shot. Remember? You
Yeah,
watched
it opens. It takes place in real time, more or less. First one, he's brought into the police station. Do you remember that?
I am
it. It's
not
British.
recalling it this moment. No.
Oh, adolescence.
Huh.
Well, then you need to see it.
All right.
You need to see it. It is one incredible series, and it swept, very deservingly so, swept all the TV stuff during award season. So, but yeah, so he's in this as the young Heathcliff. So yeah, there are some characters you like at the beginning, but they just turn out to be real SOBs. So yeah.
Well, life in the 1800s wasn't easy. I guess.
No, it probably wasn't.
It wasn't easy.
What I'm shocked is how a novel like this could have been written in 1847 and not cause a big dust up. I mean,
Well,
it's
it took
really
her, I
takes some
believe,
dark turns.
I think it took her like 40 years to write or
Really?
something. Like it took her very long, if I'm remembering correctly.
And Charlotte Bronte actually wrote Jane Eyre. Talk about a talented family. And Emily, this is the first and last novel that she had written, which is considered, I guess, one of the best novels of all time. So it's really interesting. And actually, Emily might have written it under a pseudonym.
She did.
Oh, wait.
Ellis Bell.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, Emily Bronte only lived 30 years, so I'm thinking
Oh,
of
yeah, she
something
did.
else.
Oh,
Huh.
she was only 30?
Yeah.
You might be thinking of Harper Lee and all the time it took her to write that second book.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that took a long time.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's just, to me, again, it is what it is. It's a movie. And I try to, even if it is based on something famous like Harry Potter or whatever, if it's based on Hunger Games, I mean, you gotta separate it. You got to look at it for what it is, which is a movie. And it's very rare that I will actually read a book before I see the movie because you just can't compare the two.
Yeah.
So that's the big one that's coming out this week. It's expected to, after the bang up job, the box office last weekend, $10 million was the number one picture. Hopefully it's going to be back to life this weekend. So, but on Netflix, here's an alternative, and a terrific one at that. During the Winter Olympics, Miracle, the Boys of 80, 45 years ago, The Miracle on Ice. Man, is that an emotional documentary to watch.
It is. It's
Holy
great.
God. So you've seen it already?
Yeah, we saw it. It's so good.
Where was Lou Nanny in it?
That's what I was saying. No Lou Nanny. What the hell is that?
I saw at one point they showed a shot of North Stars on ice.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, my
I know.
God.
I kept looking for him. I was like, where is he? But he was a little older then. I mean, he wasn't a young, kid in the 80s, right?
No, he
1980? Yeah, he was probably in management or something.
He'd been
by
around
then,
40 years
I
old,
would
something like
guess.
that.
Yeah, he was born in 41, so yeah, he
Yep.
would have been in his like early 40s.
Yeah, so I kept on kind of looking when they had, the live footage of that time. I kept on looking for Lou, and I didn't see him. But
Yeah, the only famous person apart from the team and from Herb Brooks was Jamie Farr, Corporal Klinger from MASH.
Yeah.
Oh,
In the
really?
stands for one of the shots. Yeah.
Oh.
yeah, that he was at the Olympics. Yeah, it was. We talked about this, I think, last week or the week before, right after we saw it, and some people mentioned that they would have liked to have seen a little bit more in-depth story about some of the Minnesota kids that were on there. It seemed like they were
Right.
concentrating more on the
Right.
kids from Boston or whatever. But it still was really great. I mean,
Yeah.
if you think about the Olympics now and how grand it is and how they build this entire village and how little Lake Placid looked like, going to Brainerd and having the Olympics.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true. That is true,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but obviously the most striking thing to me, and I would imagine to you too, is just that overwhelming sense of pride and unity in our country, which, boy, I don't think we're ever going to see it again. I don't know if will we ever see an event again that will unify us the way that team against the
Oh,
then
no.
Soviet Union. I mean, that was
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, and how they were basically professional hockey players, up
Oh yeah.
against these kids. It was
Yeah.
and we still beat them. It was great.
That's when things, you notice though, after that, that's when things got really boring. You get the dream team with the basketball, and they just go
Right.
in and kick the living crap out of everybody. I mean, it's
Right.
like it just kind of takes away that whole. I don't know. What do you? I get it. I get it. I mean, if you're
Sure.
going to have the Soviet Union bring, they were supposedly soldiers and people, just regular workers, but or military guys.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, and then but they're effectively professional hockey players.
Hmm.
Why if the Olympics are a sense of national pride, why go get your butt kicked with your amateur athletes when you can have all these pros going and mow
Right.
everybody down, which is exactly what they've done. Has the USA basketball team lost in the Olympics yet since they started with the pros? I don't think so.
You might be right about that. Yeah, I didn't even ever think about that, but I think you're probably right.
And certainly the pro hockey players, they take a break now with the NHL, I think.
Yeah, I think that is right. So,
The only time the U.S. has ever lost a gold medal match at the Olympics in men's basketball is 1972,
Really?
apparently.
72. Wow.
The US, really?
According to this site,
Wow.
yeah.
Huh.
no,
Well, I
who
wonder
is
why they did that then. Why they felt the need to bring the pros in all of a sudden for the basketball.
Well, basketball is basically nothing in other countries, right? I mean, they watch.
Well, it used to be. I mean, I think it's a pretty big deal now, isn't it?
Is it?
I mean, a lot
Oh,
of
my
players
God,
that would
maybe.
go over and play during off season here.
It is. We have a lot of players from all over the place that are in the NBA.
Oh, yeah?
But I mean, do other countries have great basketball like the United States has?
Probably not, no.
I think it's like the biggest that it is here, but it's becoming a bigger deal than it used to be other places.
Because you have to think of, the gene pool has something to do with it. There's a lot of
Right.
places don't have tall people.
That's true.
They just
Americans are
don't.
actually fairly tall.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm going to mention this quickly, but I know there's some Florida listeners that listen to the show, and thank you for the support and all the rest of it. But I never realized until we came to this area that I'm 6 to 9 inches taller than everybody else.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
Man, there's a huge difference in the height of a Minnesotan and the height of a Floridian.
Mm-hmm.
Huge difference.
well, it's because of so many East Coasters
Yeah, I
here.
guess.
I mean, Alex, you must have
that's it.
almost been tall when you were
I gotta take this.
interning in Manhattan, right?
Yeah, I feel like everybody that worked in my office was like around my height.
Yeah. Yeah, it's odd to see somebody really tall down here.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I brought that one up because obviously I know Mike Bryant is into hockey big time, and I finally got an opportunity to see it. Like you said, you saw it a couple of weeks ago already, but it is the Winter Olympics are going on, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. They sure are.
I don't know. Do you watch the Olympics? Is it a big deal to anybody? Andy, Alex?
Never been.
It is the only time that our TV has been on in like 2 months.
Wow.
Yeah,
And
Dan
it's
is
on a lot because Dan loves the Olympics.
Is it just
Absolutely loves
Winter
them.
Olympics that he likes, or does he like the summer
He likes
ones
all
too?
Olympics, but he
All
loves
Olympics.
Winter Olympics more.
Mm-hmm.
But he loves the Summer Olympics more than most people love anything.
Mom, can you turn off Dad's mic?
Oh.
It's echoing.
And
Or just move his headphones. Like
Yeah.
put them on the chair
All
or
right.
something.
like
There we go.
last night, the kids and Dan were in the basement watching different Olympics. Like we don't pay for hardly any streaming services because we just don't watch anything.
Mhm.
And he like specifically bought Peacock so we can watch whatever Olympics whenever we
Oh.
want. So we pay for a month of Peacock every year wherever the Olympics is. Last Olympics it was YouTube TV. We got a month of YouTube TV because that's where we could watch it and whatever. But yeah, they were downstairs for like 2.5 hours watching the Olympics, and I sat upstairs by myself reading because I just was like tired and didn't I was like, I need some time to myself. And
Andy Jacobs in the chat. Cross country skiing was on, and I thought, I bet Alex's husband is watching this.
oh, they've watched. Well, cross country skiing this year is like extra exciting because Jessie Diggins, who's from Afton, Minnesota, is like one of the most decorated female Winter Olympic athletes. And this is her last Olympics. She's retiring after this year. She's had a bit of a rough go because in her first race, she got smashed into accidentally by somebody and they bruised her rib. And so like breathing heavy has been hard. So
Similar story to that downhill skier.
yeah, Lindsey Vonn. Yeah, it's very similar.
Yeah.
But she got bronze in her last race that she just did, but she was working harder than anyone's worked in all of the Olympics because she was in so much pain.
Yeah.
And then Klæbo. Giannis? No, not Giannis. What is his name? I can't think of what it is. He's a Norwegian
My name
skier.
is Tom. I think I got it.
Yeah. And he is like the most talented cross-country skier that's ever lived.
Klæbo sounds like a robot pet from the 2000s.
He is a robot pet from the 2000s.
Johan Hasflot Klæbo.
Johan. Yeah.
His middle name is not Ass Flat.
Hasflot.
Oh, it's Hasflat. It's not Ass Flat.
How do you pronounce an O with a cross through it? Here, this is his middle name. In the chat. There you go.
Hasflot.
I
don't know.
How do you pronounce it?
Who knows? Dan would know. I don't know. But he's like, watching him compete against anybody else is just like, he's in a league of his own. Like he ran. So there was a men's sprint race that an American medaled for the first time in 50 years in a cross-country ski race. But Klæbo won, and he's in 6 different races, and he's supposed to win all 6 of them.
Oh, he's one of those guys.
But in the sprint race, they go uphill, because cross-country skiing, they go uphill more than they go downhill. And he was, because on cross-country skis, you're basically running uphill with skis on. He was running uphill a sub-6-minute mile with skis on his feet.
Wow.
Yeah, and like everybody else was just trailing behind him, and he was just like, it's crazy to watch him.
Hasflat, wait for us.
Hasflat.
I tell you what, to me, is most thrilling to watch is ski jumping.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
God.
It defies logic.
You jumping?
It really does. And, so right away I start YouTubing, greatest, longest ski jumps or whatever. And then eventually we do get to the agony of defeat. Remember the Wide World of Sports would open up with the agony of defeat? Holy God, though. I mean, the way these people defy gravity, they really do. It's amazing to watch. I don't know where you get the guts to do something like that.
Well, the half pipe too. They're like screaming around that thing. It's what are you doing? Who invented this? Why is this a thing?
I know. At some point, someone was like, "You know what I need to do is I need to carve out a gigantic trench and go live in it for a while."
It's just nuts. Margaret brought up that Lindsey Vonn might lose her leg.
Yeah, she's had 3 surgeries on it so far.
Oh my God! Lose her leg.
Correct me. What? Okay, so she had the ACL injury.
Yep.
She
still did it.
ruptured.
Did she injured the other leg? Or
No,
was
same
it
leg.
No, well, yeah, she ruptured her ACL. Decided that she was okay to compete, and then she got hung up right after she took off. She got hung up in a gate.
Yeah, it was like 18 seconds after she started or something like that.
I read 2 different accounts of it. One of which was her ski pole got stuck in it. Another one was her shoulder got stuck in it, and she came down and she started screaming in pain.
You could hear her yelling that she needed help.
Yeah, and they airlifted her off the mountain, and she had 2 surgeries, I think, that same day.
She's had a third now.
A third, so they're trying to save her leg.
So she had a complex tibia fracture, so that means her tibia complex means came through the skin. So it was bad. Yeah,
really.
I just grabbed my
bad.
tibia when you said that.
Oh, I just got goosebumps. thinking about how
Why
much
don't
that
we?
must have hurt.
Why don't we take a break? We'll be right back in a couple
Let's
minutes.
let that one sit for a while.
Yes, let's let that
Yeah.
one sit for a while.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll be right back. Andy, pop up the video and we'll be good to go. Thank you, sir. There's a cruise that I've been hearing about from my friends at Heart of the North Tours. Sounds amazing to me. Kath and I have been talking about it, as you know. It's the Alaska Cruise Tour. What is a cruise tour, you're asking? Well, it's a tour that features a cruise that includes a 7-day Princess Cruise tour of the glaciers, combined with glass-topped railway experiences, multiple nights at the Denali Wilderness Lodge, including the land meal package. You'll visit Denali National Park, Whittier, Hubbard Glacier, Glacier Bay National Park, and stop in Anchorage, Juneau, Skagway, and Ketchikan. For more information, go to heartofthenorthtours.com or call 1-833-424-2700 to speak to Mike, who is a pro at arranging these amazing tours. And I said amazing. It all happens August 8th through the 19th, and there are limited spots available, so book now. It's a trip of a lifetime that you won't want to miss. We're rocking out, man.
There you go, man.
That's all I have to say. We're rocking out like
So
this.
did you get done with Landman season 2 yet?
Yes,
Yes.
we did.
And your thoughts?
It's a good show.
I think Landman is, I think it's gotten better. I think, what's the one with Sylvester Stallone?
Tulsa King.
Tulsa King was
yeah.
not good this year.
No, it was not.
I didn't think it was that good this year.
Coming back for another season.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's second
And
season.
Mayor of Kingstown for another. The next Mayor of Kingstown is the last. I thought
It
that.
is, okay.
I thought that 4th season was intense all the way through.
It was a great
So,
show.
But Landman, the lawyer Rebecca, holy
Yep.
God,
Holy God.
oh my God, the way she just dismantles in the police station,
Yeah.
and oh
Yep.
my God, that's just.
Yeah. she's
Oh
good.
man, I love it. I love it. It's such a great show.
I know Kristen said she couldn't watch it because of, the characters, the female characters. But I think that they, obviously there's women that are out there that are like that, They
Yeah.
that's just who they are, and it's just part of life. But they counterbalance it with this smart, tough lawyer and Demi Moore taking over. I think that they balance it out. If you just concentrate on, the shallowness of the female characters, you could say, I can't watch this, but I think it's much more than that. I think it's a better show than just that.
Yeah,
Personally.
yeah. So that and it's been, it's been coming along at an even pace. It'll be back in November again. The first 2 were November. It's amazing because some of these shows, what was it, Game of Thrones, or I'm sure there are others too, where it's like 2-3 years in between. Or The Sopranos was like that for a while.
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
And my youngest son had never seen The Sopranos, and he wanted to start watching it, so we started at the beginning. We're still in the first season, but God, what a great show that is too. So
You loved The Sopranos.
Yeah.
It was. Oh, that was a great.
big
What do you
fan of
mean?
The
I never
Sopranos.
watched it.
Oh
What are
my
you talking
God.
about?
Never
What?
watched
It was like a religious event for you. Like, everybody be quiet. We're watching The Sopranos.
We're watching The Sopranos. Well, it reminded me of the old neighborhood. What the hell? I felt back at home
I hope
again.
not.
did you ever get into Mobland on Paramount Plus?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. What happened to that? That's been a while since that was
It's coming
out.
back. It's coming back. Pierce Brosnan and Helen Mirren.
Right.
I
And
love
talk
Helen
about
Mirren. I'll watch anything
evil.
with her.
Yep.
She can really play evil well,
She
can't
sure
she?
can, that little cute woman. How can she be such a meanie?
There you have
She's
it.
brutal.
Oh, she is. She's running the show.
Yep. What's
Yeah,
going
and
to
then-
happen with all of Sheridan's stuff when
Yeah.
he's leaving? What's going to happen with all these shows?
They're wrapping.
They're just going to wrap up?
I think. Yeah.
Really? Oh,
I think that's what I heard. Yeah, he's planning to wrap them all and then just start fresh on another network.
What in the hell was going on that they let him go?
I know. Isn't that amazing?
but they go where the money is.
Yeah.
And then you got to believe that I can't imagine they're messing with him at Paramount. I mean, he kind of owns that streaming service. I'm not saying he really owns it, but
Yeah.
his shows
You're right. Exactly.
are like guaranteed hits. And
Yeah.
Lioness is coming back for another season.
Yeah, good show. It's a good show.
So, it doesn't make sense why they. But then again, I think it's like 27's next year. 27, 28. His Peacock deal goes
right.
into effect.
Right.
And God, I don't know. But the guy, he has a great handle on what he's doing. Plus, doesn't he have Y Marshals coming up on? Well, that's still CBS and Paramount though. So that's coming up here next month, I think in March sometime.
It's called Y Marshals?
Yeah, Yellowstone. It's tied into
Yeah,
Yellowstone.
it's
part of the Sheridan.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
The Sheridan universe. And then the Madison, starring Michelle Pfeiffer and Kurt Russell, is also going to be on Paramount Plus. And that's another Taylor Sheridan show.
Wow. He just writes everything.
He
Yeah.
does.
He just writes
Amazing.
everything.
And, he's involved with some shows more than the others. He really isn't involved in Kingstown that much.
No.
I interviewed Hugh Dillon, who plays the bald cop.
Yep.
And he more or less he and Taylor created it, but he kind of
Right.
Taylor handed it to him and said, "Do what you want with it." After that,
Right.
so his name, he's more of a name on it, but he's all over Landman, and he
is,
writes every episode for Landman.
Oh, I didn't know that. Really?
Oh yeah,
So Mayor of Kingstown is coming back again?
it is.
One
It is
more
for
season.
the 5th and final season.
Yeah,
Fifth
well, we
and final.
the last episode of this season was so brutal. Oh my God. Sometimes I'm like, why do we watch this show? It makes me feel bad. I don't
It's
know.
so damn depressing.
It's so
Yeah,
depressing.
it is.
Yeah, and you think about it. Well, it's not going to have a happy ending.
No.
I mean,
No.
for Kyle's character, the show will never have a happy ending for him.
Nope.
No.
And for Renner's character, who's Kyle's brother, I mean, basically everybody around them dies.
Yeah, I don't understand why they don't move out of Kingstown.
Yeah, get the hell out of Dodge.
Packing.
Yeah,
Might
it's
be
like
time.
when you watch like Batman movies, it's like, why are you people still living in Gotham? There's
I-
other cities that are
Seriously.
very close to Gotham.
It is.
Just
Your
go-
parents, Batman's parents die in Gotham, and
Yeah,
I know.
go to a small
away.
village.
Just
You know,
leave.
go anywhere else.
Metropolis
Yeah.
has Superman guarding it. Go over there. You're safe.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good move. That'd be a good move. What, and Andy and Alex, what are there big shows for your, let's say it's a 35 to 55 demo or whatever it might be.
There are.
are
but we
they-
don't watch
Well,
them.
they're in the parent years. They're
Yeah.
watching, kid
Yeah,
shows.
exactly.
that's
when
true,
they
you are.
can, when they can.
I suppose that is true. Yeah, but
Yeah.
you must have a couple of shows you like, don't you?
A lot of people, like women my age, are like, because it's out right now, the first half of it, Bridgerton is like a very popular one.
Okay.
Netflix, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I give that a thumbs down.
I'm trying to think of what even is out. I don't know.
Yeah, Bridgerton
Yeah, I
is
like
not.
literally ask me what's out right now, popular with my demo. I won't be able to tell you. We're still going through Scrubs, so
Yeah.
Which
like
is
mine.
coming back. Which
Yep,
is coming
that's why
back for
yeah,
a new.
we're trying to get through it
revival.
before the reboot comes out, which is when? Isn't it like very soon?
Next month sometime.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna make it.
Yeah.
We're on the last season, but I mean, like we're at an episode a week at this point.
that was a pretty funny show.
Yeah, it's not bad.
No, it's not
I
bad.
know.
Malcolm
the
in
last-
the Middle is coming back too.
What is?
Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah.
What?
It is?
Malcolm in the Middle.
Huh.
What?
Is, it gonna,
That's what-
is Patricia Heaton going to be a grandma or?
Yeah,
well,
really.
no.
have
Okay,
any
so there's the
done?
Middle and Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh. that's
Oh,
right.
yeah,
I'm
you're
sorry.
This is
I
the
got
one with
mixed up.
Freddie Muniz and Bryan Cranston.
None of them have
Right.
done anything except for Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, Bryan Cranston's done a bunch of stuff, but
He's like the
Frankie Muniz, I
only-
don't think has done.
Yeah, and then the brother that was always like the two brothers who were like the
Yeah.
mom. None of them.
Have they done things since
Yeah.
then? I wonder.
I mean, so
Frankie.
Jane Kaczmarek is the mom in Malcolm
Oh,
in the.
Frankie Muniz became a stock car racing driver.
Sure.
Oh,
So
Holy.
I guess that's his thing now. Yeah, he just
Okay.
he decided to stop acting and become a race car driver. So okay,
Okay.
sure, why not?
Why not?
Let's see, what's the mom up to? Also a stock. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
The
Interestingly
whole family
enough.
is just race car drivers now. She's
Weird.
been in things, but not that
like
much. No.
Yeah. And then there was a younger brother and the older brother. Yeah, Dewey was the little one.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I never really got into Malcolm
And then
in
was
the
it
Middle.
Reese? Something like that, the older one?
Francis.
No, Francis.
Francis, Reese, and Dewey. Yes, those are the three names.
Reese, yes. Okay.
Francis is the
So-
oldest, and then Reese is the middle, and Dewey's the youngest.
So they're going to try to bring back
No.
the sitcom
And then Malcolm.
a little bit. Is that what
Yeah.
I'm hearing with these
Yeah,
shows?
they've been trying to do that. Like, they did that was it that '90s show? That something?
Yeah.
Yeah, they brought back that '70s show, the same cast, and we
Oh.
watched a couple episodes, and it wasn't bad, but it kind of felt like, hey guys, it's that '70s show again. I don't know.
Yeah, it really was. Well, what they did was the kids of the people in that '70s show went and spent the summer. What's the name of the fictional town in Wisconsin? Point, whatever.
Yeah. I don't
Um,
remember.
I don't remember.
But Red and Kitty are still there.
Yeah.
Yep,
Oh,
they are.
okay.
Freaking
Kitty,
hilarious. God, are they
Yeah.
funny?
Yeah, they were great.
Especially, well, they're both funny. But yeah, that's the whole point of that '90s show, and that was only on for 2 seasons on Netflix, and then again seasons. And you look at shows now, there used to be 26 episodes for a season.
Mm-hmm.
Then they got shrunk down to 13,
Yep.
and now you're lucky if you get 8 for
Yeah,
a season.
that's true.
Point Pleasant.
Point Pleasant,
Point
Wisconsin.
Pleasant, Wisconsin. Yes, God, what I mean, it is guaranteed laughs every damn time, though. And that '70s show is funny, and that '90s show isn't as good, but there's still a lot of funny stuff in it.
So,
Yeah.
are there some of the same people in it?
In the '90s, yeah, mostly. Well, you had Mila Kunis and Ashton
Right.
turn up an
Yep.
episode. You had Wilder Valderrama, Fez. come
Because it's
out.
about their
Fez.
kids, right?
Wilder.
Yeah, it's all their kids. And then Laura Prepon's character, she is more involved than the others, and she actually has been directing did direct because now they canceled it. But she was more creatively involved than the other people. And then Kurt Wood and I forget Kitty's name. They were mainstays on it. They were like stars, along with a younger generation of kids in the '90s as opposed to kids in the '70s.
Right.
So I wonder why they were bringing back sitcoms from that era now. Why
Nostalgia
wouldn't-
sells.
Is it just because people who are in their 20s never saw it and they'll think it's fresh, or are they trying to get
No.
40-somethings to watch it? What's
That-
the-
absolutely.
It's just like remaking everything. They're out of ideas. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't mind shows that come back that are done well,
Sure.
Right.
but that's not always the case.
Yeah.
And they just need new ideas, and Hollywood's out of new ideas for the
Yes.
most part.
Well,
It's
that's
like-
why they did Wuthering Heights. They had to go back to the 1800s to find a story.
Yeah, really. Oh, Dracula, that's from the 1800s too. So
There you go.
Well, in Wuthering Heights, I mean, I was shocked to see how many versions there are of it, either television or films. Like more than 3 dozen versions of it.
Oh, wow.
It's great. One of them is Tom Hardy. Heathcliff is played by Tom Hardy in a miniseries of a version of it from 2009, before everybody really knew who Tom Hardy was. But Ray Fiennes played him at one point. I mean,
Oh,
there have been
jeez.
some big versions of Wuthering Heights that I don't know. I think this one is getting more attention, obviously, because it's a big screen version. And it's also controversial with the choices that Emerald Fennell make. She did a movie called Promising Young Woman. Tough movie to watch. Hell of a movie. She won an Oscar for it. But she also did one called Saltburn, which is totally bizarre. And now there's this, and the big deal with this one is they're taking advantage of Jacob Elordi being, the hot star right now. He's in a show called Euphoria, which I've never seen. My oldest daughter is a fan of that, but he plays the creature in Frankenstein.
Mm-hmm.
He is more of a monster in this show, in Wuthering Heights, than he is as Frankenstein's creature.
Ooh.
He is really a bad. Well, they're just, again, like we were saying earlier, they're just nobody to really like here.
Yeah.
It's just at some point, it's like, Jesus, who do you root for here?
I guess no one. All right, Nellie.
I guess no one.
You coming back next week, I'm hoping.
Yes, hopefully I'm coming back. I got this bad cold going around. It's going around the place, damn it.
Yep, I got it. Don't worry. Solidarity.
I think I caught it. You might have sent me a text, and I caught it that way. I don't know.
Yes, that was it. The text floated through the text.
Shit going around. You know what it is? It's that big swing in the change of weather or something. I think
probably.
Sometimes I think that does.
But I'm not complaining. It's nice out. It's gonna be 50 this weekend, baby.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk to you next week, pal.
Okay. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, pal. You too. We'll be right back. Wrap things up right after this. It's Tom for Wellshire Alzheimer's and Dementia Care Facilities. Wellshire Alzheimer's and Dementia Care Facilities are a place where your loved one will live with pride and dignity. If you care deeply about someone in your life, Wellshire is the place I highly recommend. Wellshire is a memory care focused facility that has a full nursing team always staffed within the building 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They've never used or relied on any staffing agencies. Wellshire Medina now accepting elderly waivers after 12 months private pay. I know them personally, and they are a family-owned local company conveniently located right in Medina and Bloomington. They're the best staff memory care facility in the state. Wellshire has a robust community with activities 7 days a week. If your loved one is in need of a memory care facility, please get in touch with my friends at Wellshire. Set up a tour or learn more at wellshiremn.com. That's WEALSHIREMN.com. We're back to wrap it up, man. So what do you guys got this weekend?
Sleep,
Valentine's Day. What are you doing for Valentine's Day?
Happy Valentine's to
Anything
you.
exciting? Nothing?
Nope.
Nothing.
Yep.
All right. More Olympics?
Sure, there will be lots of Olympic watching. Yes.
Yeah, we're probably just going to go to Shram and do something. I don't know. But it depends.
I was going to say, everything might be very busy.
Yeah, well, they were going to do, they have an event, like a newlywed game kind of thing that they're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
And we wanted to do it, but it was sold out.
Yeah.
So we're not sure if we're going to go because it's going to be packed as all.
Don't you have a connection to the owner where you can maybe call in a little favor?
Unpack it? Oh, get on the newlywed game? I don't know. We don't like to do that sort of thing.
We kind of avoid going out on Valentine's Day because everything's just so busy.
Yeah, maybe we'll go out on a Sunday or something.
Yeah,
I don't
like
know.
tonight, maybe we'll do something with the kids. And
Right.
I don't know. It's just a day to go out at a restaurant that's jam-packed.
Yeah.
And they raise the prices by about 400% for
Probably.
Valentine's Day. Yeah, we used
Margaret's
to.
great nephew turns 4 tomorrow.
Oh, birthday.
Great
Very
nephew.
nice. Yep.
When we were having dinner last night, we were sitting out on the patio with Jude, and two families came in, and they had little teeny weeny squishy babies, and they were like, "Oh, we've been best friends forever," and we found out we were pregnant the same week, and the babies were born a week apart, and we did not plan this.
Huh.
I was like, "Oh,
Destiny.
Wow, that's amazing.
yeah." They were so little.
Indeed, they were tiny
Yeah,
kids.
they still were, where you hold them and they're just like molded onto your body because they're so squishy.
They don't even look at things. They just kind of exist.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's true. All right, any closing words?
What do we got going? I don't know. Ethan went ice fishing last weekend. Never brought that up. This
Oh,
is his second time ice fishing.
did he catch a fish?
They caught 6.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did he like it?
Fish after fish. He liked doing the fishing. He didn't want to touch the fish though.
Oh,
But you don't blame him. Fish are gross.
How does he do? Because fishing there's a lot of sitting around.
Yeah, well
Yeah.
he went with Melissa's dad They went onto a lake near our house, and like he's got a ice house or whatever, fishing house, whatever the hell you call it.
Yeah.
And it's got heat and all that sort of stuff. But like, I don't know how he kept him in there and what they did in there, because he said the whole time he was just like not sitting still. And it's like, what are these fishing houses, like 10 by 10? How could
Yeah,
you
they're
not
not
sit
very
still in a
big.
place like that? So
Yeah.
I don't know what he did the whole time, but they weren't out there for very long, maybe 2 hours. So, you know. Yeah, when I went to ice, the only time I went ice fishing once, I think I was what, like 13? Remember, I went to that, like, someone in at Cedar Crest invited me over to ice fish, remember?
Yep.
Yeah, and I went out there, and we didn't have an ice house. We just went out there and
Sat on a bucket.
drilled a hole in the ice and waited. I don't think we caught a single fish. The only thing I remember about that day is playing Ready to Rumble boxing on the Dreamcast.
See, there you
Oh,
go.
God, there
And
you
of course-
go.
And drilling the hole on the ice. And I remember that part, but I don't think we caught any fish.
No, you were never really an outdoor kid.
I was outdoor a decent amount, but I didn't leave the property when I was outdoor.
You didn't really like the out. Well, you had terrible allergies, and
That was the problem. Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
All right, that is going to do it. Any closing words from anyone?
So confirming we are on tomorrow, Monday.
Yes.
So
I might not be able to be here because Fawn has a bunch of
Right.
dance, because they don't have school, and Fawn has a bunch of dance stuff, like pre-competition season things.
was taking off school for President's Day always a thing?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Dan even doesn't work.
Wow.
Yeah.
I never remember President's Day being a big deal in my life.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a government shutdown. The banks are shut down. Lots of places are shut down for President's Day.
Yep.
All
Oh, yeah.
righty.
Right
That'll
at the
do it.
boutique. So stay safe. No
Yes,
ghosts.
Exactly.
Oh,
Exactly.
today? Wow. Okay.
It is today. All right, see you on Monday.
Bye.
Got a picture in my pocket reminds me of this was before. Every time I hear the singing reminds me how you talking